डिस्टर्ब होतंय.
येतोय का आवाज? बघ बरं. हॅलो.
हॅलो.
हा, येतोय आवाज?
हा मॅम, थोडा डिस्टर्बन्स आहे आवाजामध्ये. क्लिअर नाही
ओके,
येते.
ठीक आहे.
मला
ओके,
वाटतं रेकॉर्डिंग चालू
चालेल.
झालंय का? रेकॉर्डिंग
नाही,
चालू केलंय
सरांनी
तुम्ही?
मला वाटतं चालू केलंय. सरांनी चालू केलंय. राज्य
ओके.
सरांचं चालू आहे.
अच्छा अच्छा. आता आवाज येतो.
हं?
मध्ये मध्ये डिस्टर्ब. हा.
ओके, ठीक आहे. थोडा आता 20च जण आलेत, आपण चालू करू.
हो, थोड्या
थोड्या
थांब.
वेळाने 2-3 मिनिटं मी थांबते.
हो. पण मला वाटतं रेंज नाही वाटतं मॅडम. आवाज तुमचा थोडासा येतो जातोय. क्लिअर नाहीये.
ओके, चालेल. आता मी एकदम तर जवळ आहे. आता बघू वायफायचं पण सगळं.
हो हो हो.
हॅलो मॅडम. हॅलो, स्नेहा मॅडम.
हा मॅडम बोला.
चालू करूया का?
हॅलो.
कारण थोडा
हो चालेल.
टॉपिक
कुठे
जास्त
कुठे
आहे
काय.
मोठा.
हो
ओके.
चालेल चालेल.
नाव ओके. नाव
हॅलो
हॅलो
मॅम, तुमचा
स्टुडंट.
आवाज थोडा पण कमी जास्त येतोय पण.
ओके, ठीक आहे. मी बघते आता
मध्ये मध्ये
कसं आहे
डिस्टर्ब.
ॲक्च्युली.
हा.
ओके,
चालेल
हां.
चालेल चालेल.
Hello student, am I audible?
येस
Hello
मॅम.
student.
येस येस.
Okay. Okay, now we'll start. Actually, it's 34, 11:34. Okay. Now, hello student. Good morning, all. Am I audible? In today's lecture, we are starting new chapter, chapter 16, green chemistry and nanochemistry. For this chapter, minimum 3 marks are there and maximum 4 marks. Means marks with option 4 marks, and minimum, if you keep this for option, then you have to lose 3 marks. In today's lecture, we are going to see the topic in this, that is green chemistry. Okay. So what is green chemistry, that we're going to learn. Now we'll move to next slide, that is introduction part. Okay. Chemistry play an important role to improve the quality of our life. Now we know the role of chemistry in our life. Now, whatever we eat, the medicine, all this, all are soap, shampoo, all are what? All are chemicals. So, chemistry plays an important role to improve our quality of life. Due to this achievement, our health and global environment are under threat. Due to the heavy increase in human population, industrial revolution, energy crisis, and environmental pollution have become the major global problem in 21st century. Madam, am I audible? आवाज येतोय का मॅडम?
मॅम येतोय
Yes,
आवाज
ma'am.
पण थोडा थोडासा डिस्टर्बन्स आहे पण येतोय आवाज मध्ये.
थोडासा. Okay.
हा.
Now, today's problems are the first major problem is human population. Okay. Second one is industrial revolution, and due to that, it creates water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, all the pollutions due to this industrial revolution is created. The third one is energy crisis. Now, to develop industrial area or to develop all this, we are using non-renewable sources. So, in future, we will face this energy crisis problem. And the fourth one is environmental pollution. All these four topics or all these four are correlated to one another. So in 21st century, these are the main problem we have to solve. And to solve this problem, green chemistry will help. Getting or not, green chemistry will help to solve this problem. What are the problems? Human population, industrial revolution, energy crisis, and environmental pollution. So solution is the green chemistry. To minimize the problem of energy crisis and pollution, all nations are adopting green chemistry. Green chemistry is approach to chemistry that aims to maximize efficiency and minimize the hazardous effect on human health and environment. Maximize efficiency. Maximize efficiency means we want nice product. We want maximum work to do. Okay, so maximize efficiency we want. Along with that, what we want? We want to reduce. We want to reduce what? Hazardous effect on human being also or on environment also. Now what we are doing, we are improving, we want output, more of output, so we are increasing the output level, but we are not considering our mother earth. So in green chemistry we have to consider both the point, means here we have to consider maximum efficiency also and minimum hazardous effect on human health also. Is that clear? We'll move to next slide. Now, father of the green chemistry is Paul T. Anastats. Now, actually, two scientists has involved while generating green chemistry. In 1998, Paul T. Anastat and John C. Warner publish a set of principles to guide the practice of green chemistry. Now here, definition of green chemistry. What generally they will ask this, what is green chemistry? This chapter is there for 3 marks. So they can ask this definition for 1 mark. So what is green chemistry? It is use of chemistry for pollution prevention. Pollution prevention by environmentally conscious design of chemical product and processes that reduce or eliminates the use of generation of hazardous substance. So here we have to consider two terms. First one is environmentally cautious design, means we have to design a product such that that product doesn't means it is biodegradable. It do not create any pollution, any type of a pollution. And second one, reduce or eliminate the use of generation of hazardous substance. Both are correlated to one another. So this is the definition of green chemistry. Green chemistry suggests use of 12 principles. According to the both, they suggest 12 principles. Okay, 12 main ideas. Another aspects of green chemistry, we'll see this 12 principle in next slide, but the another aspects of green chemistry is also given. According to this, the another aspect of green chemistry is sustainable development. Sustainable development. Now sustainable means what? We should use such a chemistry that it should not reflect future or current generation. It should not reflect future or current generation. Sustainable development can be achieved by implementing the 12 principles of green chemistry. Am I audible? मॅडम ऐकायला येतं का?
मॅम
Yes, ma'am.
जस्ट
Yes, ma'am.
डिस्टर्बन्स आहे.
ओके
एकदा
ओके
स्टुडंटना
ओके.
विचारू त्यांना नीट ऐकायला येतं का, कारण माझ्याकडे प्रॉब्लेम असू शकतो. मला फारच
स्टुडंट
डिस्टर्बन्स आहे, म्हणजे मला क्लिअर ऐकायला येत
स्टुडंट
नाही.
ऐकायला येतंय का? ऍक्च्युली मी
Yes,
रोड
miss.
साईडला
Clear
पण.
आहे.
Oh, ma'am.
ओके
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
ओके, मग काही
ओके
प्रॉब्लेम नाही.
ठीक आहे.
चालेल.
Now we will move to the next slide. Okay, the sustainable development is the development that meets the need of present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Means we have to generate what? We have to fulfill our present needs. लेकिन हम लोग अपना सोचेंगे और बाद में फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए कुछ नहीं रखेंगे, ऐसा नहीं. Without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs also. Okay, so next slide. Now 12 principles of green chemistry. Here the first one principle is prevention of waste or byproducts. We have to, now name suggests that we have to prevent the waste. We don't have to create maximum waste. आपको waste create नहीं करना है. Okay, वो बता रहा है. Now many tons of waste by domestic or industries releases into water, air, soil, etc., which contaminate the environment. Now see in the figure you can see the different types of what pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, and hence it is better to prevent the waste rather than to clean or to treat the waste after it has been created. बनाने का ही क्यों? बनाने के पहले ही हम लोग अच्छी तरह जैसे बायो फ्रेंडली रहेगा वैसा पहनाएंगे प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ वेस्ट बाय प्रोडक्ट. फॉर एग्जांपल, it is a zero waste technology. Now this term ZWT, they will ask in fill-ups. Zero waste technology in which waste product should be minimum or zero. जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट आप बनाएंगे वो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट शुड बी मिनिमम. अगर कॉन्सेप्ट नाउ इफ एनी साइड रिएक्शन, इफ एनी रिएक्शन इज देयर एंड इन दैट रिएक्शन you want desired product, along with the desired product some unwanted products are also there. So that unwanted product we have to minimize. Unwanted product we have to minimize, or that unwanted product we can use as a raw material for next reaction. That will be, we'll see in the second one principle. Okay, if the product is produced, it can be used as a raw material for another production, जो मैंने आपको पहले बताया. Okay, for example, now see example, the bottom of a ash of thermal power station. थर्मल पावर स्टेशन हीट जनरेट होता है. आपको ये लाइट कहाँ से आता है? फ्रॉम थर्मल पावर प्लांट. सो द Here, the ash of thermal power station can be used as a raw material for cement and brick industry. सीमेंट बनाने के लिए, ब्रिक्स बनाने के लिए, लाइट वेट ब्रिक्स बनाने के लिए वो जो ऐश रहता है वो हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं. वी कैन यूज दैट ऐश. Second example is also given in your textbook. Please go through that. Now next, this is very important term, that is atom economy. Atom economy is a little bit new. Atoms means in this term we're going to consider atoms present in the reaction. Atoms which are present in the reactant side and the atoms which are present in the product side. In the reactant side, the total number of atoms present should be present in the desired product, not in the unwanted product. Desired product में ज़्यादा atoms रहने चाहिए. So when the amount of atoms of the starting material, that is reactants, is present in the product at the completion of reaction, then it is called what? Atom economy. Means रिएक्टेंट में जितने एटम्स है वो ज्यादा करके हमें डिजायर प्रोडक्ट में ही रहने चाहिए. अगर वो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट में गए तो इट विल क्रिएट पॉल्यूशन, इट विल क्रिएट व्हाट? अनवांटेड थिंग्स. गुड एटम इकोनॉमी मीन्स, अभी हम लोग एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे तो आपको ज्यादा आइडिया आएगा क्या है. पहले विल सी दिस ऑल. गुड एटम इकोनॉमी मीन्स most atoms of the reactants are present in product and less in byproduct. जो मैंने आपको बोला कि most of the atoms in the reactant should be present in the product, desired product, and should not be present in the byproduct. Byproduct पानी वैसा चाहिए जो environment easily decompose कर सकता है. It measures unwanted byproducts produced in a reaction. The percentage atom economy can be calculated. अभी percentage atom economy, मैं audible हूँ ना
हॅलो
स्टुडंट?
हॅलो मॅम, सॉरी
हाँ
टू डिस्टर्ब यू. पण तन्मय पाटील आहे,
हाँ
त्याने मायक्रोफोन ऑन ठेवलाय, त्यामुळे डिस्टर्बन्स येतोय. तन्मय पाटील, तन्मय पाटील, जस्ट
ओके.
पुट ऑफ युअर मायक्रोफोन बेटा. स्पीकर बंद कर दो आपका. तन्मय पाटील.
हॅलो, ऐकायला येतंय ना स्नेहा मॅडम?
हॅलो हॅलो मॅम.
हाँ स्नेहा मॅडम, हाँ ऐकायला येतंय ना?
ना, आवाज येत नाहीये
हॅलो.
मॅडम मला तुमचा. खूप डिस्टर्बन्स आहे.
नाही येत आहे. मुलांचा पण आवाज येत नाहीये मला. हॅलो.
हॅलो.
मॅम
आता
येतोय
बघा.
आवाज.
हा येतंय का?
हा मिस
स्टुडंट
येतोय
येतोय ना
आवाज
आवाज?
स्टुडंट
बरोबर.
हा, एकदा
येते आवाज
स्टुडंट
येते.
विचारा, कारण माझ्याकडे डिस्टर्बन्स असू शकतो मॅडम.
Okay, ठीक है. The percentage atom economy can be calculated as, now here we'll see one formula. अभी ऊपर रहेंगे. See the formula is this. Formula weight of desired product. जो आपको डिजायर प्रोडक्ट है, अनवांटेड बाय प्रोडक्ट को लेने का नहीं है, जो डिजायर प्रोडक्ट है वो न्यूमरेटर पे रखने का है. And to the denominator the sum of total weight of all the reactant. अगर दो है तो दो reactant का एटम लेने का, दो वेट का वेट लेने का. तीन है तो तीन एटम्स का वेट लेने का. सब जितने रिएक्टेंट है उतने सब एटम्स का वेट लेने का इनटू मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10. सो न्यूमरेटर पे डिजायर प्रोडक्ट एंड डिनोमिनेटर पे क्या आएगा? दैट इज रिएक्टेंट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, now we will, by using this formula we will going to find out the percentage atom economy of butane 1-ol to 1-bromobutane. See the reaction. The reaction is this: butane 1-ol plus NaBr plus H2S, bromination reaction. Okay, here bromine group will add, functional group OH will get replaced. So we will get 1-bromobutane plus NaHSO4 plus water. अभी NaHSO4 and water both are byproduct. Both are byproduct, and our desired product is 1-bromobutane. So in product side we will consider the three reactants एंड डिजायर प्रोडक्ट में खाली एक ही कंसिडर करेंगे, दैट इज 1 ब्रोमोब्यूटेन. Economy is कितने कार्बन है? 4 कार्बन. ओनली फॉर 1 ब्रोमोब्यूटेन 4 कार्बन है, 9 हाइड्रोजन है, 1 ब्रोमीन एटम है. Okay, will not consider NaHSO4 and water. And the means 1 10 1 plus oxygen plus 1 sodium plus 1 atoms. We'll move to the next slide, which is the way.
मॅम मागचं सर्व तुमचा आवाज लॅग होत होता, आवाज नाही येत आहे. मागची स्लाइड परत सांगा.
Okay, okay. Okay. Now percentage atom economy. अभी देखो, अभी आवाज आ रहा है? आवाज आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
दिखाई मोबाइल पे पड़ा. ब्यूटेन वी गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर व्हाट? 1 ब्रोमोब्यूटेन. तो अपना डिजायर प्रोडक्ट क्या हो गया? 1 ब्रोमोब्यूटेन. We don't want byproduct, so we're not going to consider sodium bisulfate plus only 1 bromobutane. And to the reactants. So therefore the percentage atom economy only 1 bromobutane atoms लिया है. So you know या ऑडिएबल हूँ मैं? हेलो स्टूडेंट.
येस
कोई
Yes,
येतोय
miss.
येतोय आवाज.
सो सेम जो लास्ट में मैंने दिया वही फॉर्मूला उधर है. नाउ वी विल सब्स्टिट्यूट द एटॉमिक वेट. कार्बन का है 12, सो 4 into 12 प्लस हाइड्रोजन का 1, सो 9 into 1. मैं न्यूमरेटर पढ़ रही हूँ. प्लस to multiply the denominator plus 12 into 1 plus oxygen का 16 है, so 5 into 16 plus sodium plus bromine plus 1 into 32 of sulfur. हमने सब we have considered all the 3 स्टूडेंट. हेलो स्टूडेंट.
हॅलो मॅम, येतोय मॅडम, मला येतोय.
येस मिस.
येतोय ना? Addition is this. This addition is not given in your. So 7 U up unit upon 75 into 100. So we get that for 81%. Okay, 49 plus 81%. ये जितना ज्यादा रहेगा एटम इकोनॉमी उतना प्रोडक्ट अच्छा रहता है. वो रिएक्शन एनवायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली रहेगा. इज दैट क्लियर स्टूडेंट? We'll move to the next. Now we had reaction is hazardous. Okay, is chemical kind to avoid formation of madam.
आवाज कट होतोय मध्ये मध्ये, मध्ये येतोय मध्ये जातोय.
हां,
माझ्याकडे असं होतंय कधीपासून.
ओके ओके. पण
स्टुडंटना
आहे
विचारा
मुलांच्या
मॅडम,
साईडला काय
स्टुडंटना.
ते टाईप कर. स्टुडंटना येतंय का आवाज? हॅलो हॅलो स्टुडंट.
वॉइस लैगिंग.
वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा है थोड़ा मैम.
Toxic. Huh? Now product is toxic, then what will happen? Then alternative is used in which the toxic जो आपको वही बनाने का है, लेकिन to prepare that product you have to DDT लॉन्ग फॉर्म ऑफ DDT एक बार पूछा था. हाँ, DDT का लॉन्ग फॉर्म बताओ. सो DDT दैट इज डाइक्लोरो डाइफिनाइल ट्राइक्लोरोइथेन was living organism, hence its alternative that is BHC, benzene hexachloride, or we can say glamexane or gamma isomer of BSC. फिलअप में भी पूछा था, gamma isomer of BSC is दो years पहले पूछा था. Or linden is used as a what? Insecticide. Instead of DDT, nowadays we are BSC.
मॅडम ब्रेक होतोय आवाज मॅडम तुमचा.
मॅडम ऑडिओ ब्रेक
आवाज
होतोय.
फारच ब्रेक होतोय. हो
काय
हो.
करू? ठीक
कुठे
आहे.
नेटवर्क चांगलं
नाव
असेल तर
नेक्स्ट
बघा ना मॅडम.
नेटवर्कचाच इश्यू आहे. बघा आता येत आहे.
येतो आणि जातो मॅडम, येतो जातो. मध्येच मोठा येतो व्यवस्थित क्लिअर, मध्येच
ठीक आहे,
जातो
मी
पण.
बघते.
ओके.
ओके. ठीक है. नाउ डिजाइन द सेफर केमिकल. अभी आपको केमिकल be safer. Okay. So chemical product is designed to obtain less toxic material or for less toxic raw material. रॉ मटेरियल आप जो यूज करेंगे वो भी लेस टॉक्सिक होने चाहिए, और जो प्रोडक्ट आप लोग बना रहे हैं वो भी लेस टॉक्सिक होने चाहिए. दोनों रिएक्टेंट एंड प्रोडक्ट शुड बी लेस टॉक्सिक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, to synthesize the adipic acid, benzene is used as a starting but and volatile which pollutes the. हम लोगों ने एडिपिक एसिड पॉलीमर में हमने बहुत बार पढ़ा है. एडिपिक एसिड, स्टूडेंट सुनने को आ रहा है क्या? एम आई ऑडिबल स्टूडेंट?
यस मैम.
स्टूडेंट ओके. नाउ सी एडिपिक एसिड हम लोग बना रहे हैं. सो एडिपिक एसिड इज द स्टार्टिंग कंपाउंड और स्टार्टिंग मोनोमर फॉर मेनी पॉलीमर्स. Okay, so starting material, so benzene is used as a starting material, but अभी मालूम है benzene is highly carcinogenic and it is volatile. The fumes of benzenes are volatile and it is carcinogenic. Carcinogenic means cancer creating. Okay, so it's pollute air as well as it is hazardous to the human. So to synthesize the adipic acid, glucose is used as a starting material by enzyme activity. Abhi enzyme activity is biological process. It is not hazardous और इट इज बायो फ्रेंडली। अभी ये जो इको फ्रेंडली बोलते हैं वैसे है, हैजार्डस बाय प्रोडक्ट भी इको फ्रेंडली रहेगा, कुछ भी हैजार्डस प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा। That is used for safer solvent and auxiliaries. Auxiliaries means other chemical used in the reaction. Other chemical used in the reaction. So here we will use. Now see, choose the safer solvent and minimize the total amount of solvent auxiliary use so that the less waste is created. मीन्स आपको कम रिएक्टेंट, क्वांटिटी ऑफ रिएक्टेंट आपको बहुत कम लेने का है, और सॉल्वेंट जो यूज करने के वो सेफर यूज होनी चाहिए, सेफर होनी चाहिए, और उससे हमको को फ्रेंड। फॉर एग्जाम्पल यूज eco friendly, do not produce smog. Smog means smoke plus fog, smoke plus fog, लास्ट ईयर हमने ये पढ़ा था, और अदर हार्मफुल इफेक्ट के। यूज ऑफ ऑक्सिलरी सब्सटेंस लाइक वाटर, सुपर क्रिटिकल कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ये दोनों ऑक्सिलरी सॉल्वेंट है, ये बेस्ट सॉल्वेंट है in place of volatile halogenated organic methylene dichloride, CHCl3. CHCl3 means chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, which are student, hello. हॅलो मॅडम, ऐकायला येतं का?
मॅम
हॅलो.
मध्ये मध्ये येते मॅडम, माझ्याकडे तर कधीपासून ब्रेकच होतोय आवाज तुमचा. हॅलो.
ओके, मुलांना विचारा बरं, त्यांनी काय टाईप वगैरे केलंय
मुलांना
का?
विचारा.
हॅलो.
हॅलो.
येत आहे मिस आवाज.
नेक्स्ट. हा बोला मॅडम.
हा
येतोय ना? हा.
येत आहे.
नेक्स्ट 6.1 डिझाइन फॉर एनर्जी एफिशियन्सी. Energy efficiency. Now, chemical synthesis, which the income use करेंगे, it is better to carry out the reaction at room temperature and pressure. अगर हम लोग एनर्जी कम करेंगे, यूज ऑफ एनर्जी लेस है, ऐसा रिएक्शन हम लोग ढूंढेंगे कि जो एट रूम टेम्परेचर भी कैरी आउट कर सकते हैं. ओके, such reaction by using proper catalyst. Proper catalyst, अभी ऐसा रिएक्शन ढूंढने के लिए हमें कैटालिस्ट ढूंढना पड़ेगा. by use of microorganism. माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म से सो वो इको फ्रेंडली रहेंगे फॉर ऑर्गेनिक सिंथेसिस और बाय यूजिंग रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, use of biocatalysts which can work as an ambient condition. Ambient condition means room temperature condition. Use of refluxing condition in chemical reaction. Reflux, condensation वगैरह हम लोग करते हैं, that is refluxing condition. जितना वेपर ऊपर जाता है वो कंडेंस होके फिर से नीचे आ जाता है, वो फिर से हीट होता है, फिर से कंडेंस होता है, फिर से नीचे आता है, दैट इज रिफ्लक्सिंग कंडीशन इन केमिकल रिएक्शन. हीटिंग ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन बाय माइक्रोवेव इंस्टेड ऑफ रेगुलर heating system. Regular heating system means we can say we are in our lab, we are using burners, so there we are using LPG gas. So we can avoid. How to avoid that? So for that, these methods we can adopt. Here we can use biocatalyst. The first one figure show this is biocatalyst, catalysis reaction. Bioorganism, microorganism we can use for this. Second one is reflux and condition, condensation. Condenser is given in the figure. Okay, water in, water सब दिखाई दे रहा है. And the third one is regular microwave. So by using microwave we can conduct एनर्जी, कम टाइम में ज़्यादा एनर्जी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। कम टाइम में हम लोग ज़्यादा एनर्जी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो एम आई ऑडिबल स्टूडेंट? स्टूडेंट ऐकायला येतं का?
Yes,
बोला
miss. Yes,
फटाफट
miss.
कंप्लीट
Yes,
करायचं.
ma'am.
ओके.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, seventh one, use of renewable feedstock. Feedstock means raw material. आपको जो रॉ मटेरियल यूज करने का है दैट इज रिन्यूएबल. हम लोग क्रिएट कर सकते, रिन्यूएबल होना चाहिए. यू नो द रिन्यूएबल मीन्स रीजनरेटेड. Okay, use of feedstock or raw material should be renewable, that is plant based rather than non-renewable feedstock, that is crude oil, gas, coal, etc. Use of non-renewable feedstock is a decrease in amount and future generation will deprive. See, here renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Now, non-renewable sources such that fossil fuel, coal, LPG, nuclear sources, all these I have in the diagram. Okay, which all are using this. We all are using this. So, source on large scale for industrial and domestic purpose. This source can damage, or this source cause damage to the environment and put burden on the environment. It creates problem to the environment. On the other hand, दूसरा साइड हम लोग देख सकते हैं तो दैट इज रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज. सो ऑन द अदर हैंड रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज सच एज जियोथर्मल एनर्जी, then solar energy, wind energy, biomass, hydropower energy are the renewable sources. These sources does not create any damage to the environment, and since these are renewable, they does not create any burden, and all these biodegradable. All these sources are biodegradable. So we have to go for renewable sources. Example, use of agriculture or biological product will be also useful for future generation. Also, not create burden on environment. Raw material, that is crop, is used for human consumption. It's part of the biomass. Next slide. Next principle, that is reduce the derivative or minimize the minimization of the steps. Okay. Now, in some chemical synthesis, protecting and deprotecting group require. मी ऑडिएबल आहे मॅडम? आता हे प्रोटेक्टिंग डिप्रोटेक्टिंग एकदम इम्पॉर्टंट आहे का ऑडिएबल? स्टुडंट ऐकायला येतं?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay. Now, protecting and deprotecting group means what? Okay. In some organic reaction, reactant
madam.
contains बरोबर है. Reactant contain more than one functional group. एक से ज्यादा अगर एक ही कंपाउंड पे फंक्शनल ग्रुप रहेगा, then if we want to convert out of many functional group, we have to convert only one functional group. चार है तो चार में से एक को ही आपको want to convert group have to be protect, means उसको कुछ भी जो दूसरे उसके लिए प्रोटेक्टिंग, उसको ब्लॉक करेंगे. ये जो प्रोटेक्टिंग, एक बार प्रोटेक्ट करने के बाद उसको कवरिंग हम लोग निकालेंगे तो उसको बोलते हैं डीप्रोटेक्टिंग. एज प्रोटेक्टिंग एंड डीप्रोटेक्शन इज कैरिड आउट. नाउ अभी प्रोटेक्शन देखो वेट हम दिस
मैम ऑडियो में ग्लिच आ रहा
यूजेस एडिशनल
मैडम लैग होता है।
ओके ओके दिस में थोड़ा दिस यूजेस एडिशनल रिएजेंट। अभी ये जो इसमें से क्या होगा, हम लोग प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे तो क्या होगा ना, एडिशनल एजेंट अभी प्रोटेक्ट नहीं किया तो बहुत सारा स्टेप्स आपको करना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए आपको बहुत सारा रिएजेंट यूज करना पड़ेगा, तो बहुत सारा यूज करेंगे तो बहुत सारा वेस्ट भी होगा क्रिएट। सो दिस यूजेस एडिशनल रिएजेंट जनरेट द वेस्ट डिक्रीज द एटम इकोनॉमी। अभी ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट होंगे तो वेस्ट ज्यादा होगा तो एटम इकोनॉमी भी डिक्रीज होगी। Hence, to reduce derivatives, biocatalytic reaction should be used, which does not require does not reaction action. For example, now see, consider this reaction to convert 3-hydroxy aldehyde into 3-hydroxy benzoic acid. Protecting of group is necessary. Now here in this audible हूँ मैं स्टूडेंट, सुनाई दे रहा है क्या?
यस मैम।
ओके अभी देखो इन एम हाइड्रोक्सी बेंजाल्डिहाइड दो फंक्शनल ग्रुप है। पहला फंक्शनल ग्रुप है, फर्स्ट वन फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज अल्डिहाइड एंड द सेकंड वन फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप। अभी ये जो अल्डिहाइड ग्रुप है के रखने के उसके लिए करेंगे ब्लॉक। So for blocking, we are using benzyl chloride, C6H5CH2Cl. Benzyl chloride, this is benzyl chloride. So protection of OH group. इसलिए अभी क्या हो गया देखो, we get ether. पहले ether हो गया, अभी ये ether. Now in next step, we will अभी ये aldehyde का एसिड में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो उसके लिए एक और ऑक्सीजन लगेगा, मीन्स वी विल कैरी आउट ऑक्सीडेशन। तो इसलिए ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेप सेकेंड स्टेप में अभी आपको मिलेगा प्रोडक्ट, ये प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा, दिस इज बेंजोइक एसिड। बेंजोइक एसिड अभी बन गया जो हमें डिजायर प्रोडक्ट चाहिए। वाइल ये जो ग्रुप है हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप है, ये हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप अभी प्रोटेक्टेड ही है, तो अभी उसको डी प्रोटेक्शन चालू करेंगे। सो फॉर डूइंग दैट डी प्रोटेक्शन व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, we have to use another chemical, hydrolyze it, and we will get this product, desired product. Desired product is meta hydroxy benzoic acid. तो अभी हमने कहाँ से चालू किया, मेटा हाइड्रोक्सी बेंजाल्डिहाइड, और कहाँ खत्म हो गया अपना प्रोडक्ट, मेटा हाइड्रोक्सी बेंजोइक एसिड। अभी कितना स्टेप में हो गया, दो स्टेप मीन्स दो रिएजेंट लगेंगे और दो स्टेप, ज्यादा वेस्ट क्रिएट होगा। इसलिए ऊपर जो मैंने बताया देखो, जनरेट द वेस्ट, दूसरा क्या है, दिस यूजेस एडिशनल रिएजेंट। स्टेप बढ़ा तो एडिशनल रिएजेंट लगा, जनरेट द वेस्ट भी बढ़ गया। नेक्स्ट डिक्रीज द एटम एफिशिएंसी भी डिक्रीज हो गया। डिजायर प्रोडक्ट बनने के लिए बहुत सारा प्रोडक्ट अभी यूज हो गया। हेंस टू रिड्यूस द डेरिवेटिव बायोकैटालिस्ट, सो इसके लिए हमें क्या करने का, हमें बायोकैटालिस्ट यूज करने के। सो इन अबो रिएक्शन द कन्वर्जन ऑफ दिस स्टेप्स इंक्रीजेस, all ये सब हो गए, so due to which it creates the waste and decreases atom economy, and of course it will take more time, so we have to minimize the number of steps. स्टूडेंट समझ में आ रहा है क्या, ऑडिएबल हूँ मैं? स्टूडेंट बोला फटाफट, हेलो स्टूडेंट।
यस मैम।
मॅडम ऐकायला येतं का?
येतोय मॅडम आवाज।
ओके नाउ विल मूव, ओके we'll move to the next slide. Next principle, that is use of catalyst. Use of catalyst. Now see, catalyst means what, which increase the rate of a reaction. लेकिन उसका भी दूसरा भी uses है। Catalysis is the process to increase the rate of a reaction by adding a substance, that is catalyst. कैटालिसिस ये रिएक्शन बता रहे हैं। अभी उससे क्या होगा, कैटालिस इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन। ये पहला काम करता है, वो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इंक्रीज करता है कम एनर्जी में, तो अपना एनर्जी भी सेव होगा। सेकेंड क्या होगा, इट यूज इन स्मॉल अमाउंट, थोड़ा ही लगता है, इट यूज इन वेरी स्मॉल क्वांटिटी। देन थर्ड क्या है, इट डिक्रीजेस द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, जो मैंने आपको बताया, एनर्जी कम लगेगी। नेक्स्ट, इट ऑल्सो डिक्रीजेस द वेस्ट, जो बाय प्रोडक्ट आपको मिलने वाले, वेस्ट कहाँ से आएगा, डिजायर प्रोडक्ट प्लस बाय प्रोडक्ट्स आर द वेस्ट, जो बाय प्रोडक्ट है वो कम होंगे कैटालिस्ट यूज करने के बाद। ओके, सो हियर इज द टेबल, जो टेबल मैं अभी आपको बताने जा रही हूँ। अगर आपके पास टेक्स्ट बुक है तो टेक्स्ट बुक में ये टेबल है वो कॉपी कर लो, जो मैंने कैटालिस्ट लिख के दिया है वो। अभी रिएक्शन में पहला रिएक्शन है हाइड्रोजनेशन ऑफ ऑयल, दैट इज हार्डनिंग। उसके लिए हम लोग रैनी निकल यूज करते, प्लैटिनम पैलाडियम यूज करते। ये पूछ सकते हैं दो, ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं 1 मार्क के लिए, नहीं तो कौन सा कैटालिस्ट यूज करते, क्योंकि ये एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है। स्टूडेंट ऑडिबल हूँ मैं? स्टूडेंट, हॅलो स्टूडेंट, मॅडम ऐकायला येतं का? हॅलो,
हो येतंय मॅडम, येतंय.
हॅलो मॅडम, ओके.
येतंय मॅडम, आवाज येतोय.
हेबर प्रोसेस, ओके ओके ओके. हेबर प्रोसेस ऑफ सिंथेसिस ऑफ अमोनिया. प्लीज नोट डाउन दिस ऑल कैटालिस्ट. That is iron. We use what? Iron, copper foil, iron foils. Then manufacture of HDPE, polymer, high density polyethylene we use. Okay, preparation of this we use Ziegler-Natta catalyst and triethyl aluminum, titanium tetrachloride. This you have to write, this you have to remember. कौन सा कैटालिस्ट यूज करते हैं, नेम द फॉलोइंग में पूछेंगे, वेरी शॉर्ट आंसर्स में पूछेंगे। ओके, मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ H2SO4 बाय कॉन्टैक्ट प्रोसेस, ये ऑल्सो H2SO4 प्रिपरेशन में, एक्चुअली ये सब प्रिपरेशन 11th स्टैंडर्ड में था। दैट इज वैनेडियम पेंटॉक्साइड B2O5 यूज, एंड द लास्ट वन दैट इज फिशर-ट्रॉप्स प्रोसेस, सिंथेसिस ऑफ गैसोलीन। सिंथेसिस ऑफ गैसोलीन के लिए वी यूज मेटल कैटलिस्ट लाइक कोबाल्ट, Fe, etc. we use. Student, please note down all these catalysts. All these catalysts are very important. Next slide, and next one, 10th one, that is design for degradation. Design for degradation. Okay. Chemical product, जो chemical product ये should not accurate, means it degradable होगा, वो degradable होगा, तो for this principle now, ये जो क्या है देखो, वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट, जो हम लोग वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट लेंगे, दैट प्रोडक्ट शुड बी डिग्रेड ऑटोमेटिकली। देन बाय प्रोडक्ट, दैट इज बायोडिग्रेडेबल पॉलीमर और पेस्टिसाइड शुड बी यूज। देन थर्ड, फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्लास्टिक थर्माकोल्स, अभी हम लोग यूज अभी नहीं करते, बैन हो गए। देन ऑल्सो प्लास्टिक थर्माकोल, पॉलीस्टाइरीन आफ्टर यूज remains in creates environmental pollution. Hence, its alternative biodegradable plastic should be used, which contains cellulose and starch. Now, all these are the ban. We are now see, to make separation easier for consumer, and international plastic recycle mark is printed on the item, plastic item. Now we are going to see the page number 343. The chart is given. Okay, here we are, see now, here we are talking about the degradable method and we know that the is not then also we are using it in our daily life. We have to separate it out. If we have to separate it out, okay. So for that, the separate is given. On see,
टीचर आवाज नाही येत आहे.
आवाज येतोय का? अरे बापरे, आता
हॅलो
येतोय
हॅलो
का रे?
मॅम.
मी
पूर्वा
मोबाईल
मॅम
घेऊन
आलाय का?
फिरते. येतोय? हा बोला.
हा,
हा
पूर्वा
मला
मॅडम
5
आलेत
मिनिटं
म्हटलं,
पूर्वा
जॉईन
मॅडमना
झालेत का?
हो,
थांबायला
मी
सांग.
आले.
हो हो
मी आले.
ओके. मॅडम मी 5 मिनिटं तुमचे घेते.
ओके,
ओके.
ठीक आहे. हां.
नाव सी मार्क इज देयर. नाउ सी दिस ट्रायंगुलर मार्क. ट्रायंगुलर मार्क है, देखो ये जो ट्रायंगुलर मार्क इज प्रिंटेड विथ 3 एरोज. These 3 arrows are reduce and reuse. अगर आप रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं प्लास्टिक को तो वो निकाल दो. नहीं करने का है, आपको रिड्यूस करने का है. आपको करने सकते तो साल करते in next it is some numbers are there 1 2 3 4 to 7. some numbers are printed. ओके अगर आपको नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है तो आप टेक्स्ट बुक में इसे देख सकते हैं. मैं अभी ज़्यादा इनलार्ज नहीं कर सकती. नंबर्स आर प्रिंटेड. ओके डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच वी कैन स्टिक number 1 so in that number 1 is for poly where we can use अभी ये वाला प्लास्टिक हम इधर यूज सब थ्री कंडीशंस दिया हुआ है. यूज इन स्टेटस इज रिसाइकल टू मेक. तो अभी पहला वाला हम लोग माइक्रोवेबल फूड ट्रे में यूज कर सकते हैं. देन सैलड ड्रेसिंग, सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स, वाटर बॉटल्स और बियर बॉटल्स, ये सब में पहला वाला प्लास्टिक हाई ग्रेड प्लास्टिक रहता है. सेकेंड वाला उन्होंने दिया हुआ है दैट इज HDEP. HDEP अगर आपके पास टेक्स्ट बुक है तो आप वो पढ़ सकते हैं. अभी टाइम कम है तो ये पूरा आप एक बार ये लेसन पूरा ये जो मैंने जितना तक पढ़ा है वो सब देखो. ये भी एरो ये जो सिंबल है वो पूछ सकते हैं. करता है नंबर 2 दैट इज H हाई डेंसिटी पॉलीथीन. थर्ड वन दिखाता है PVC दैट इज पॉलीविनाइल. Same way up to 7. Same way up to 7 we can see all this. Next, that is next slide we will move. Real time analyze और pollution prevention. अभी उसमें analytical method should be used for real time monitoring or controlling prior to formation of hazardous substance. बापरे बरंच टाइम झालेला आहे. Okay, now here let us take one example. In any chemical reaction, reactant gets converted into the product. For completion, one reaction, some time is required. In this time period, we have to continuously action. Or there will be the formation of substance. So for this purpose, if we are using proper analytical methods, then the formation of hazardous substance can be controlled and it is properly managed. It is very important for chemical industry and nuclear reactors. Means as it is very important because in nuclear reactor the substance used is radioactive and this substance continuously emits radiation. So we can't take such risks in such type of a reaction.
For example, now in manufacturing of ethylene glycol, if the reaction is not analyzed or monitored by controlling perfectly, then hazardous substance will be produced. Therefore, we have to use proper analytical method to control the reaction. And the last one is safe chemistry for accidental prevention. Okay. Now here, chemical process should be safer to reduce the risk of accident or fire on explosion. Whenever we are performing any chemical reaction, it should be safe so that it can minimize the risk of accident. Because if we are working with the alcohol, as we know that alcohol catches fire, so we should be careful. If we are working with nuclear substance, that is radioactive substance, then it may emit radiation. That being violent, then it may cause explosion. So for this purpose, we have to use safer chemicals be less. This is example. Next and last slide, that is the role of green chemistry. The green chemistry approach recognizes that the earth does not have been natural capacity for dealing with much of the waste and population. So
मॅडम खूप वेळ लागेल का? सॉरी तुम्हाला डिस्टर्ब करते.
नाही झालं. Just he last slide. To promote innovative chemical technology that reduces or eliminate the use of generation pollution with less capital expenditure. It helps to protect the ozone layer in stratosphere, which saves the living organism on Earth from harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. And it helps, last one, it helps to control greenhouse. Thank you. Now you all have to go through this topic. Now we have finished the green chemistry topic. In next lecture we will start nanochemistry. प्लीज गो थ्रू इट. थोडासा लास्टला मी जरा फास्ट घेतलं, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेम होता, पण एकदा जा काही डिफिकल्टी असतील तर पर्सनल याच्यावर मला विचारा. ओके.
Hello. Good afternoon, students. Hello, I want response from you. Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Okay. Am I audible? Okay. So yesterday कहाँ तक हुआ था? क्या था last topic? You remember last topic? Yesterday's topic क्या था? Reference circle method, right? Using reference circle method, we proved relation between linear simple harmonic motion and circular motion, uniform circular motion. ठीक है? Now see, to describe any motion, if you want to describe any motion, then how do you describe that motion? We use different physical quantities to describe that motion, right? So to describe linear simple harmonic motion, we use various quantities like amplitude, periodic time, frequency, phase, right? You must be knowing what exactly amplitude is, even, or you must have heard about this physical quantity, amplitude. Okay, Uh, okay, now to understand what exactly amplitude is, how to calculate amplitude of a particle that is performing linear simple harmonic motion, we'll consider a particle which is moving along a straight path. Okay, initially it is at, say, mean position O. Now displacement of this particle, say at some instant t, it reaches to point P as shown in the diagram. Formula for a displacement of a particle which is performing linear simple harmonic motion is x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi, right? This is the displacement of a particle. Now, when the particle is at extreme position, displacement, we know that when it is at extreme position, it is right. Maximum. Now, since formula for is a sine omega t plus phi, x का वैल्यू मैक्सिमम कब होगा? एंड साइन थीटा मैक्सिमम होगा. साइन का वैल्यू जब मैक्सिमम होगा तभी x का वैल्यू मैक्सिमम होगा, बिकॉज डिस्प्लेसमेंट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द साइन फंक्शन. सो जब साइन का वैल्यू जब मैक्सिमम होगा तभी डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज ऑल्सो मैक्सिमम. सो व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ साइन? साइन थीटा, इट इज प्लस और माइनस 1. So if you substitute this value here, then we get x is equal to plus or minus 1, right? So this maximum displacement of a particle from mean position is called as amplitude of SHM. Okay, so जो भी maximum displacement होगा from mean position, remember that we always measure displacement from mean position. That means here in this diagram, you will measure displacement from O to N or from O to M, right? It is always measured from mean position. So A is the maximum displacement of a particle and it is called as amplitude of a linear SHM. Okay? So after amplitude, next physical quantity is period of a SHM. Now, what is meant? What is period? What is definition of a period? Time taken by a particle to complete one displacement, to complete one oscillation, right? That is called as the period of SHM. Okay, what is a period of SHM? It is time taken by a particle to complete one oscillation is called as period of SHM. See, from the diagram which you have seen yesterday, that when a particle completes one oscillation, how much is the distance, angular distance covered by that particle? It is equal to 360 degree, or we can say that it is 2 pi radian, right? Okay. So now, to find period of SHM, we'll consider that at time t1, position of a particle x1 as equal to a sine omega t1 plus phi. Okay, what is a here? A is amplitude. Okay, okay. So at t1, this is the position. After time, say 2 pi, after it covers, see, now if I consider that it covers distance after some time interval, it covers distance 2 pi.
and particle is moving with a constant angular velocity omega. So if it is covering distance 2 pi with velocity omega, which means that that time interval in which it has covered distance 2 pi is how much? Is 2 pi upon omega. Are you getting this? That we have initially we have considered that particle is at t1, and then say in some time interval it covers distance equal to 2 pi with velocity omega. So if it is covering distance 2 pi with velocity omega, then that time interval in which it is covering that time is how much? It is distance upon velocity, which is 2 pi by omega. So now at instant t2, now t2 is t1 plus that time interval, which is 2 pi by omega. So जो T2 instance है, at that instant, how much is the displacement of a particle? x2 is equal to a sine omega bracket omega into T2. Okay, actually it is omega into T2. And how much is T2? T2 is T1 plus 2 pi by omega, right? It is T1 plus 2 pi by omega plus pi. Are you getting this? ये T2 कैसे आया, समझ में आ रहा है आपको? That T2 is initial जो time है plus जो new time interval है. That will give you T2. So initial time is T1 and new time interval आप कैसे find out कर रहे हो? New time interval is जो distance cover किया है, that is divided by velocity. So distance cover कितना किया है? 2 pi upon omega. Right? That is why we get T2 as equal to T1 plus 2 pi by omega. ठीक है? Okay? So ये मिला x2. So it can be written as x2 is equal to a sine omega T1 plus 2 pi plus phi. As we know that sine 2 pi plus theta is equal to sine theta, that is why we get x2 as equal to a sine omega t1 plus phi. Now if you compare displacement x1 and x2, when you compare both the displacements, what is x1? x1 is a sine omega t1 plus phi. How much is x2? x2 is displacement x2 is also equal to a sine omega t1 plus phi, which means that after time interval 2 pi by omega, position of a particle x1 and x2 जो position आ रहा है वो same position आ रहा है. That means the particle after time interval 2 pi by omega is coming back to its original position. जहाँ से इसने start किया था particle ने, same position पे वो particle is coming back to that position. Right? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? When a particle returns to the same starting position, which means that that particle has completed one oscillation, right? And that is why periodic, so if it is taking time 2 pi by omega time to complete that one oscillation, which means that it is a periodic time of linear simple harmonic motion. This is how we get formula for periodic time of simple harmonic oscillation. That periodic time is equal to 2 pi by, it is equal to 2 pi by omega. ठीक है? ये समझ में आ रहा है डेरिवेशन? Yes? समझ में आ रहा है डेरिवेशन? हेलो? Okay. So, once you know what is formula for periodic time of a linear simple harmonic motion, we know that frequency can be calculated if periodic time is known. Right now, अगर अभी आपको पता है कि कितना है periodic time, कैसे calculate करना है periodic time, that means you can easily calculate frequency of oscillation, right? So, what is frequency of oscillation?
ओके ओके, बिफोर फ्रीक्वेंसी ये भी एक फॉर्मूला है फॉर पीरियोडिक टाइम, वो कैलकुलेट वो एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. दैट व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ पीरियोडिक टाइम इज टाइम टेकन बाय अ पार्टिकल टू कंप्लीट वन ऑसिलेशन. Okay, that is called as periodic time of a SHM. Then फॉर्मूला अभी क्या डिराइव किया था, प्रूव किया था, दैट पीरियोडिक टाइम t इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई बाय ओमेगा, राइट. एंड इन द सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन वी नो दैट जो k बाय m है दैट वी हैव रिप्लेस्ड बाय ओमेगा स्क्वायर विच इज स्क्वायर ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी, एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी, or it is also called as angular velocity. Okay, so it is square of angular frequency. K by m is equal to omega square. What is K? K is force constant, which is called as force per unit displacement. Force constant. K is called as force constant. Force constant क्या होता है? Force per unit displacement. Per unit displacement के लिए कितना force act हो रहा है? That is called as force constant. So K is force constant, which is force per unit displacement upon mass, right? So if you put value of force ma upon x upon m, then you simplify it, you get acceleration per unit displacement. Are you getting this? ये कैसे मिला? Force per unit displacement है. तो फोर्स पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट मतलब क्या हुआ? F अपॉन x हुआ, बट फोर्स कैन बी रिटन एज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन, राइट. तो ये जो मास है, न्यूमरेटर में जो मास आएगा एंड डिनोमिनेटर में जो मास है m है, दैट गेट्स कैंसल्ड, बिकॉज ऑफ विच सिर्फ क्या रहेगा? एक्सेलरेशन रहेगा न्यूमरेटर में एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट रहेगा, राइट. So it is acceleration per unit displacement, right? Hello, किसका स्पीकर ऑन है? प्लीज स्पीकर ऑफ करो. So acceleration per unit displacement. Okay. So therefore, when you substitute this value, when you put this value of omega, that means omega square का और एक फॉर्मूला क्या मिला ओमेगा स्क्वायर के लिए? That acceleration per unit displacement. इसका मतलब ओमेगा क्या हुआ? ओमेगा इज रूट ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट, अंडर रूट एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. सो अगर ओमेगा के ये जो वैल्यूज मिले हैं वो इफ वी सब्स्टिट्यूट इन द फॉर्मूला फॉर 2 पाई बाय ओमेगा, देन व्हाट यू विल गेट? टी इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई अपॉन रूट ऑफ के बाय एम होगा, विच विल बिकम व्हेन यू टेक रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ दैट, जो के बाय एम है, अंडर रूट के बाय एम है, उसको जब आप उसका जब रेसिप्रोकल लोगे तो उसका रेसिप्रोकल क्या होगा? 2 पाई इंटू रूट ऑफ m बाय k. ठीक है. एंड देन नेक्स्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होगा? t इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई अपॉन रूट ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ठीक है. ये और एक फॉर्मूला हुआ. सी पीरियोडिक टाइम का जो डेरिवेशन है, पीरियोडिक स्पेशली बहुत बार ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है कि डिफाइन पीरियोडिक टाइम ऑफ अ लीनियर सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन एंड derive expression for periodic time in terms of acceleration per unit displacement, because 2 pi by omega तो इवन सर्कुलर मोशन में भी यूज किया है 2 pi by omega, राइट. बट ये जो फॉर्मूला है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट, तो 2 मार्क्स के लिए ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि डिराइव एक्सप्रेशन फॉर पीरियोडिक टाइम ऑफ अ लीनियर सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ठीक है. तो आई थिंक डेरिवेशन इज वेरी सिंपल. सिर्फ आपको ये याद रखना है कि दैट ओमेगा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू के बाय एम, एंड व्हाट इज के? के इज फोर्स पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. इट इज फोर्स कांस्टेंट. फोर्स कांस्टेंट का मतलब होता है फोर्स पर यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये अगर आपको याद है तो ये आराम से 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ओके, ठीक है. सो नाउ एज आई सेड कि अगर यू नो हाउ टू फाइंड पीरियोडिक टाइम, अगर पीरियोडिक टाइम आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, देन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ ऑसिलेशन कैन also frequency. What is definition of a frequency? It is number of oscillations performed by particle performing linear simple harmonic motion per unit time is called as frequency of SHA, right? Or it is also equal to reciprocal of a periodic time. So periodic time का जो reciprocal होगा, we use symbol n for a periodic time, okay? Sorry, n for frequency. The reciprocal of periodic time is 1 upon t, that is equal to omega by 2 pi, or it is 1 upon 2 pi root of k by f. फ्रीक्वेंसी का यूनिट हर्ट्ज, पीरियोडिक टाइम के लिए भी यूनिट सेकेंड्स है, फ्रीक्वेंसी का यूनिट इज हर्ट्ज. Now next physical quantity is phase of SHA. Now what exactly meant by phase? Hello? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay. And जो मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर रही हूँ वो प्रॉपरली आप लोगों को दिखाई देता है या बहुत ही छोटा है इसका? स्क्रीन पे आप डेरिवेशन देख सकते हो ना?
Yes,
ma'am.
miss, visible है.
ओके.
मैं जूम करना पड़ता है. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी हुआ ना है. Now what is phase of SHA? The quantity that describes state of oscillation of a particle is called as phase of SHA. Okay, what is phase? It is state of oscillation of a particle. मतलब exactly उसका position क्या है, कौन से direction में वो move हो रहा है, with which उसका number of oscillation number क्या है. ओके, वो अगर जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी से आपको पता चलता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फेज ऑफ SHA. व्हाट इज फेज? इट इज द फिजिकल क्वांटिटी यूजिंग विच यू कैन नो what is exact position of a particle at that particular instant, in which direction it is moving, and what is the oscillation number. Because जब particle oscillate करेगा, start करेगा, तो it will have n number of oscillation. वो continuously अगर वो oscillate हो रहा है, तो वो कौन सा oscillation number है at particular time instant value. उसका अगर आपको फाइंड आउट करना है उसका एग्जैक्ट कितने ऑसिलेशंस हुए हैं, देन वो आपको कौन से फिजिकल क्वांटिटी से पता चलेगा. दैट फिजिकल क्वांटिटी इज कॉल्ड एज फेज ऑफ SHA. ठीक है? ओके, सो क्वांटिटी दैट डिस्क्राइब्स स्टेट ऑफ ऑसिलेशन. व्हेन वी से state means direction in which it is moving. What is the magnitude of a displacement, मतलब exactly कहाँ पे है, in which direction it is moving. ये जो है ये क्वांटिटी डिस्क्राइब करता है. ठीक है? सो नॉर्मली वी एक्सप्रेस इट एज ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई. ठीक है? ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई इज कॉल्ड एज फेज ऑफ SHM. ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई से आपको पता चलेगा कि एग्जैक्टली वेयर दैट पार्टिकल इज एट दैट पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट एंड इन विच डायरेक्शन इट इज मूविंग, एंड वो कितना ऑसिलेशन नंबर कितना है. इसमें जो फाई है इट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियल फेज. जैसे अगर आपको यस्टरडे का जो डेरिवेशन किया था वो अगर याद होगा, तो इनिशियली आई कंसीडर दैट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू रेडियस पोजीशन ऑफ अ पार्टिकल विच वॉज परफॉर्मिंग यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन, उसका पोजीशन फाई, मतलब उसका इनिशियली फाई डिस्प्लेसमेंट हुआ था एंड वो फाई पोजीशन से वो स्टार्ट कर रहा था डिस्प्लेसमेंट. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियल फेज. कहाँ से स्टार्ट कर रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियल फेज. तो यहाँ पे जो फाई है, ओमेगा टी प्लस फाई इज अ फेज, बट फाई जो है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियल फेज ऑफ ऑसिलेशन, मतलब एग्जैक्टली कौन से पोजीशन से वो स्टार्ट कर रहा है पार्टिकल, वो आपको पता चलेगा कौन से, इससे फाई से पता चलेगा। ओके, इट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियल फेज। ओके, एंड एक है कि अगर सपोज आप, इफ यू आर यूजिंग ओनली डिस्प्लेसमेंट, डिस्प्लेसमेंट अगर आपको पता है तो अगस्टमेंट से एग्जैक्ट कौन से पोजीशन वो मूव कर रहा है वो पता नहीं चलेगा, राइट। इवन अगर आपको वेलोसिटी पता है तो उससे आपको ये पता नहीं चलेगा कि वो कौन से ऑसिलेशन नंबर क्या है, राइट। सो नोइंग ओनली डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड वेलोसिटी इज नॉट सफिशिएंट, बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टू नो उसका ऑसिलेशन कितना हुआ है, उसका कहाँ पे कौन से डायरेक्शन में, वेदर इट इज मूविंग टूवर्ड्स एक्सट्रीम पोजिशन मूव कर रहा है या वेदर इट इज मूविंग टूवर्ड्स मीन पोजिशन, एंड इट इज एट विच एक्सट्रीम, पॉजिटिव एक्सट्रीम पे है या निगेटिव एक्सट्रीम पे है, वो आप सिर्फ वेलोसिटी से आपको पता नहीं चलेगा उसका एग्जैक्ट पोजीशन एंड एग्जैक्ट डायरेक्शन सिर्फ एक्स एंड वी से, एंड ऑसिलेशन नंबर आपको पता नहीं चलेगा यूजिंग एक्स एंड वी। So, to know its exact phase, that means along with the direction and along with the magnitude of displacement and velocity, उसका oscillation number अगर आपको find out करना है, then you must know, you must use or you must need a quantity that is continuously changing with the time. ऐसा कोई भी quantity which is continuously changing with the time, वो अगर आप यूज करते हो, then using that you can find what is the oscillation number, is which direction that particle is moving, what is the, how much is the velocity. Okay, so इसके लिए ऐसे कौन सा quantity है using which you can find this phase of oscillation. अगर angular displacement theta लिया तो angular displacement is, in case of a linear harmonic motion, it is given as omega t plus phi, right. तो ये जो है, ये quantity जो है, we know that it is c, it contains omega t, that means ये t with time वो change होगा, vary होगा, right. So to know number of oscillation along with the velocity and displacement, to know number of oscillation, what is important? We want a quantity which depends upon time, right? And angular displacement is that quantity which varies with the time. जैसे time vary होगा वैसे, because velocity जो है वो एक particular position at distance x, वो that particular from mean position, उसका velocity जो particle का है, oscillatory particle का है, वो कौन से भी oscillation number में वो इतना ही आएगा, right? Because of which it will be difficult for you to find oscillation number using velocity, right? कोई भी second oscillation चल रहा हो या 10th oscillation या nth number of oscillation चल रहा हो, तो उसका जो velocity होगा at distance x from the mean तो कितना हुआ? और एक करेगा तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितना होगा? 4 right, which means that displacement क्या चल रहा है? अगर I'm saying that displacement of a angular displacement of a particle is 4 pi, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि second oscillation complete हुआ है. When I say that angular displacement is 6 pi, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? और एक oscillation complete हुआ, right? So therefore we use angular displacement here. Here we call that कि कहाँ पे कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो विद दैट यू कैन फाइंड व्हाट इज द वेलोसिटी, यू कैन नो व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन। मतलब जैसे अगर पार्टिकल 90 डिग्री पे है तो यू नो दैट इट इज मूविंग कौन से डायरेक्शन में वो मूव कर रहा है। अगर उसका जो 180 टू 270 के बीच में है तो यू नो इन हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes.
ठीक है, ओके। तो now we'll consider a different cases. When we say phase angle is zero, means particle is at mean position, उसका जीरो। अगर सपोज वो मीन पोजिशन अगर मीन पोजिशन है तो इट इज पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन। फर्स्ट ऑसिलेशन हुआ, राइट, फर्स्ट ऑसिलेशन स्टार्ट किया है एंड इट इज मूविंग इन दी डायरेक्शन। ठीक है, देन सो अगर उसका फेज एंगल इज 360, दैट मीन्स 360 मतलब कंप्लीट हुआ है, इट इज at the beginning of the second oscillation. So angle is 90 degree, then it is at positive. If phase angle is 270, then it is at negative. Okay, so this using phase angle, phase omega t plus phi is also called as phase angle, using which you can find direction as well as displacement and velocity of a particle. So the in which you can find rotation, you can find direction of a particle. Why we are using phase angle? Why we are using angle as a phase? This is quantity that varies by, because to find what is the number of oscillation that can be found using phase angle only. Using velocity and displacement, you cannot find what is the oscillation number. You can find displacement, you can find velocity, but oscillation number, or in which direction that particle is exactly moving, that cannot be found using what is the oscillation number, that cannot be found using displacement and velocity. Okay, so that is why we are using angular displacement as a phase. So it is also called as phase angle. Okay, okay. So these are the physical quantities like periodic time, then frequency, amplitude. These are the and phase. These are the quantities using which you can describe motion of a oscillating particle. Okay, so ये जो के लिए आता है, बहुत बार phase का भी पूछा गया है। ठीक है, तो phase, what is phase? या define phase of a particle performing linear FHA. So this is also very important. इसके बाद वाला जो टॉपिक है, it is a graphical representation of a linear FHA. But instead of starting with that topic, I want you to solve some numericals. एक दो मेरे पास है, मैंने सॉल्व किए हैं. So डू यू हैव टेक्स्ट विथ यू? अगर आपके पास टेक्स्ट बुक है, देन ये अनसॉल्व्ड न्यूमेरिकल्स है फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक. दिस इज जो फर्स्ट वन है, मैंने ये जो सॉल्व किया है, इट इज सम नंबर 9 फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक. ओके, अगर आपके पास है टेक्स्ट बुक तो प्लीज ओपन करो टेक्स्ट बुक. दिस इज सम नंबर 9 फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक. Okay, I think this is very simple sum that is given. Differential equation of SHM is d square x by dt square is equal to minus of 36x. Find its frequency and period. Okay, frequency and period find out करना है. ठीक है, तो d square x by dt square, we know that d square x by dt square is equal to minus of omega square x. ठीक है, so that means if you compare with the given equation, then omega square का वैल्यू क्या आएगा? See here I am considering only magnitude, तो उसका ये क्या आएगा? omega square आएगा 36. Okay, so that means omega is 6. ठीक है, and what we have to calculate? We have to calculate frequency. So frequency is n is equal to 2 pi by omega, right? So omega, so 2 pi by 6, and hence we get pi by 3. I have done this calculation using log. So in the board exam, you are supposed to use log table for the calculation. So keep on practicing using log table, doing calculation using log table. Okay, log table use करो, because normally हम लोग practicals में जो भी calculation करते हैं, we do that calculation using log, so that you get a practice of using log. But अभी I don't think अभी आप घर पे use करें हुआ नहीं, मोबाइल से calculate करके देखते होगे, तो please practice using log table, because it is very very important. You should know how to use log. ठीक है, so I have done this calculation with log, and using log I got this answer as 1.0473 hertz. ठीक है, then period calculate करना है. T is equal to 1 upon n, which is equal to reciprocal, मतलब इसका 1.0473 का reciprocal है. Again I have done this calculation using log, and it is 0.9546. ठीक है, now next sum number 10. A needle of a sewing machine moves along a path of amplitude 4 centimeter with frequency 5 hertz. Find its acceleration 1 upon 30 seconds after it has crossed the beam position. Needle of a sewing machine moves along a path of amplitude 4. That means maximum displacement of a particle from mean position is given. It is 4 centimeter. Frequency n is given 5 hertz. Okay, and जो time instant दिया है, at which you have to find its acceleration, is 1 by 30. ठीक है, तो to find that, find acceleration. What is for omega square sin omega, right? Now since this is the formula for acceleration, first as amplitude is given, A is amplitude here, A is amplitude, right? T is time instant, which is also given, but omega angular frequency is not given, which we have first. And therefore, first I have done calculation for angular frequency, which is 2 pi s. So 2 pi into 5, we get 10 pi radians per second. Okay, ठीक है. And yes, one more thing, amplitude is given in terms of centimeter. It is expressed in centimeters. तो इसको मीटर में फर्स्ट कन्वर्ट किया है, विच इज इक्वल टू 0.04 मीटर. ठीक है. नाउ एक्सेलरेशन ए ओमेगा स्क्वायर साइन ओमेगा टी है, तो ए इज 0.04, ओमेगा मिला था 10 पाई, तो वो सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है, साइन 10 पाई इंटू 1/30. ठीक है. ओके. तो 100 इंटू जो 10 पाई का वैल्यू है वो कैलकुलेट किया है. सो आफ्टर कैलकुलेटिंग दैट पाई स्क्वायर का वैल्यू लिया है इसमें. ठीक है. तो 10 इज 100, 10 का स्क्वायर इज 100, पाई का स्क्वायर लिया है, इट इज 9.872 इंटू 0.04 इंटू साइन ऑफ पाई/3. ठीक है. ओके. सो 4 इंटू 9.872 into √3/2. Sin pi/2 is sin pi/3 is √3/2. That is why you get √3/2 there. After simplifying it, you get 2 into 9.872 into root. ठीक है. So when you do again, since that √3 is there, that is why you need log. Otherwise, you can do that calculation directly. In such cases, अगर direct simple calculation है, of course you know this. अगर simple calculation है, you don't need log. But अगर root है, then in that case we normally use log. So using log, I have done the calculation, and final answer I have got as 34.19 meter per second square. Okay. So this is the acceleration of a needle of a sewing machine after 1/30th second. ठीक है. ओके. सो ये एक्चुअली और एक सम था. हाँ. हेलो. ओके. ठीक है. तो यहाँ तक आज कंप्लीट हुआ है. अगर कुछ भी डाउट होगा स्पेशली फेज का डेरिवेशन में या तो ओके, तो यू कैन आस्क मी द डाउट. अगर आपको कुछ भी डाउट होगा तो पूछ सकते हो. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल स्टार्ट विद द न्यू टॉपिक. ठीक है. जो ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है दैट विल स्टार्ट इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. ओके. रेजी मैम ज्वाइन हुए हैं. ओके ओके ओके. ठीक है. ओके.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I think all are in the last lecture, so all are in good mood. Let us continue. So last chapter, actually, what we did yesterday is that we were doing the grammar portion of the chapter, and only little much is left now. That is only one communication skill, and I want you to see that because there is a little difference with the whatever you have means appeal writing and the flyer. So let us show you what is flyer. So let us go through that. I think you are sitting with the textbook. Even though if you are sitting without the textbook also, it is okay, because I will show you the poem, the next chapter in the PPT, so you can easily see it. Okay. So there is no need. If you are not sitting with the textbook also, it is okay. Just listen. So may I present now? Just wait. Okay, can you see the screen now? It is
Yes,
from your
ma'am.
textbook. It is from the textbook. You see the flyer. What is a flyer? Flyer is a small piece of paper intended for wide distribution at a public place, handed out to individuals or sent through mail or post. It is used for advertising an event, a program, drive, or product. So that is like a notice that you are getting in the public places. You might have got it. Otherwise, we can send it also to others. It is only to give the publicity or advertise something that we are doing. It can be about our institution, can be, or some program that we are conducting. Okay, it is like that. So when you see that, when it is about actually this flyer, that is example given to you, it is about a college. So the organizers or the management, they are handing out a flyer giving advertisement about their institution. So here you see that admissions open. You also might have got many notices like this. Admission open, the new Arts, Science and Commerce College in New Delhi. And you see that the mission statement is there. That means what is the motto of your institution. That is given, changing lives through quality education. That is given over here. And then you see that the details are given, details of the courses available there, courses available, junior college, undergraduate, postgraduate, then certificate courses, diplomas, regular and distance modes, everything is there. And the features they are giving the second big spacious, smart classrooms, highly experienced teaching staff, advanced courses and programs, modern and digital technology. Then why you have to choose us? Then our students shine in all walks of life. Our teachers' passion and dedication, beautiful campus ambience, record-breaking results. Our name is itself a sign of trust. Then you see that for more details or query, then the contact number is, the website is given, timing is given. So this is a flyer. Flyer we are handing out for publicizing or giving advertisement to our institution maybe, or any program that we are conducting. It may be a hobby class, or it may be if you are having some bakery, or that's for all such things. Anything we can give, any items that we can give flyers like this. So you see, when you are getting a question also, it will be like this: prepare flyers on the following topics and use the following points. Points will be given: details, special features, why to use us, then anything special though. So what you have to do? You have to make columns like this, and for each one, details, features, why to choose us. So you have to mention them, and any other point that you want to include. Like this, you see that the contact number or website, timing, anything you want to give, you can give that. That is how you have to do a flyer. So here you see that topics are also given: yoga class. So what is the details about the, so firstly you can give here, you see it here, you can give the name of the yoga class and what is the motto of the yoga class: to change the life or make you healthy is our motto. Something like that we can give here in the beginning. Then you can give the details, what are the for different courses in the yoga class that is offered. So the features, it maybe you can say here about the place where it is given. It can be in the open space. So such things we can give here. And why to choose us here, there you can mention that it is for ladies and gents. It is different classrooms are there, or the different gurus are teaching. So all those things we can mention there. So it can be a tree plantation drive or cleanliness drive. Anything we can give over here. Anything can be done for the flyer. But when you are going through a flyer, you may have the doubt, what about this thing? What is this? This is an appeal writing. I think now you understood the difference. In appeal, we are using the slogans. Okay. And then you see that how an appeal is written. The appeal should be written like this only. Don't make columns and all. And then you have to mention, usually using slogans, you have to mention about them. And in the last, you can give the venue, time also. Here it is not mentioned, that you can give. So here you see that plant trees, plant life, trees our best friend, trees are our best friends. Don't you agree to it? So how it is given over here? Or again, see this one. with the, it is a blood donation. So they are the, you can use some of the symbols, images and all you can use. This is how you are writing an appeal. I think you understood the difference between these two things. This is how you have to write an appeal. Appeal writing is one of the communication skills that is there for you. So you see that when you are writing the appeal, you have to make the borders. You can use the images if you want. Actually, if you are not using the images also, it doesn't matter, because for presentation, the mark is there. Okay, presentation mark is there. That is why we ask you to make small images so that it will be good looking. It is not compulsory that you have to make the images and all, not compulsory, but it is add to the overall presentation, and special mark is for presentation. Understood? But when you are, what you have to take care when you are writing the appeal is that you have to use the slogans. And here again, here you can give, if it is a blood donation program, then you can mention the venue and time and who is organizing it. The organizer's name also you can add in this one. Okay. Now I think you understood the difference between the flyer and an appeal writing. Okay. So let us move to the next one then. We are moving to 2.4. That is the poem, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow? Okay. It is a poem we are moving to. And here you see that we are starting with the icebreakers. Complete the following verb. Offer kindness proactively. Actually, what is given there, how you can help others. So that is icebreakers, the first one. You can help others by offering kindness or finding out what is valuable to them, or sharing knowledge, or giving gifts, or volunteering your time. That is the best thing there. These are the ways we can help others. So many ways we can help others. So from this icebreaker only, you might have understood what may be the theme of the poem. Then you see that how we can think about your tomorrow, how we can plan your tomorrow. If it is an examination, how you are planning your examination, you will analyze your faulty areas, or you may be having a sample schedule for your exam days, or you may start writing exams, you may have question papers, you practice on that, you may do a lot of revision. And if it is a college function, then if you are the secretary or you are in charge, then how you will do? You will preparing the list of duties, and you can distribute the duties to everyone. Then you can volunteering to see whether the things are ready or not. And when we are coming to a function at your home, then again you see that if there is a function, cleaning the house, you are thinking about helping your mom, or preparing the list of the invitees, all such things you are doing. But when we are thinking about our life, how we will prepare our tomorrow? That is what we are going to see in this poem. Okay. If it is an examination or a college function or something at your home, we prepare, we schedule them, we prepare, we are planning a lot, and then we are doing it. But if it is about your life, what will we do? Now we are going to our poet. This is Edgar Guest. This is our poet. And he was born in England, but he was brought in the United States when he was 10 years old. And his career started at the age of 14. That means from 14 years old, from that time onwards, he was writing poems or writing for the by writing articles and all. Then his style of writing is simple, very simple. That is the reason he is known as the people's poet. People's poet. Any common man can understand his writing. And at the same time, one of the feature is that they are optimistic. He gives optimism. He is thinking about a good tomorrow, good future. So he is known as the people's poet. He is a writer of American newspaper and magazines. He is writing in newspapers and magazines. He was writing, and he is known as people's poet. Now let us see about the point. How you earn your tomorrow. How you earn your tomorrow. See that you have to earn your tomorrow. It is not anything that is gifted to you. If you are leaving today, it is your duty to earn your tomorrow. Understood? It is not that it will be gifted to you like that. You are not doing anything today and don't think that you will get a good tomorrow. No, you are not going to do that. If you want a better tomorrow, then you have to earn it. How we can earn it? That is what we are going to see in this one. And you see, this is an inspirational poem. The poet tries to inspire the readers. This poem consists of 4 stanzas of 4 lines each. And only 4 lines are there, but you see that he is asking a lot of questions. Each stanza consists of 3 provocative questions. So he starts his poem with the questions only. You know what is the figure of speech that we will see later. The poet asks the readers to do something to improve the life of another human being. So what you have to do actually, what the readers are supposed to do, you have to do something to improve the life of another human being. Then we can say that you have earned your tomorrow. That is the theme. Actually, that is what the poet wants us to see. You have to do something, then you will earn your tomorrow. Poet asks readers to be aware of their better future. You should be aware you are having a better future. So how to earn that better future? That is in the hands of you only. Not with anybody else. Your future is in your hands. Then poet tells to consider one's action and deeds carefully to plan a better future. So if you want to plan, you have seen that when there is a program in the college or if there is a function in your house, then you plan everything. Are you planning for your future? That is the question. Are you planning for a better future? How you can plan for a better future? That is what the poet tells us in this poem. Okay, so let us go through the poem. See the first stanza. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him? This day is almost over and his toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? The first stanza begins with a question. The writer, the poet, or the speaker, he is asking the reader how you made anyone's life better. You might have passed many, isn't it? Happier because you have passed many. But do you think that anyone remember that you spoke to him? Does anybody remember that you had uttered a kindly words? Or have you done any kind deed so that they remember you? This day is almost over and it's toiling time. Toiling time means the hard work that you have done in this day. That is over. But do you think that is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Is there somebody that he is thinking about you? They are talking about you because of the deed that you have done. So at the end of the day, the hours are running out for you. Hours are running out. It is almost over. The day is almost over. So is there anybody thinking of you? Is there anybody saying that about you because you have done a good deed? That is the first answer. See the second one. Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? Or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Were you selfish, pure and simple as you rushed along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Again, second stanza again starts with a question. Now you say that The earlier one, first answer, he was asking in general, you have met so many people, so have you said anything good or have you did any good deed? But in the second stanza, he is coming inward. The poetry, the kindness moving inward, it is about a friend. You might have met so many friends today. So, how you greeted them, it was only a howdy, howdy, how do you do? Only howdy, as simply a greeting. And then you vanish in the throng, in the crowd. You might have been very busy. So when you met your friend, you simply said a howdy and then you went for your work. Did you notice that your friend was not happy or your friend is having some problem or your friend wants to share something with you? Have you noticed it? Or were you selfish and you simply rushed along the way? You didn't notice the problems that he is facing? Have you done something to reduce his discomforts? Or you were very churlish. Churlish means very rude. Simply you said one hello, one howdy, how do you do? And then you rushed to do your things. If you are doing like that, then we can say that you are pure selfish. You are not concerning. You are not at all concerned about others. Then, or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Or one of your friend is grateful, thankful to you because you have done something good for a deed that you did today. Is there anybody like that? The poet wants opposite response. He wants somebody that should be thinking about you. Somebody is very happy because you spared some time with them and you are talking. So at the end of the day, that person will be very happy and you also can be happier. Okay? Then we are moving to the next one. Can you say tonight, in parting with the days that is slipping fast, that you helped a single brother of the many that you passed? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said. Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Then, when the time is passing, the days that is slipping fast, you see that the time is going very fast. Don't think that, okay, I have got so many years now. I have got so many days in front of you. No, our days are slipping fast. They are moving very fast. And when tonight, when you are going to sleep, can you think that you helped a single brother of the many that you passed? You might have passed many people, but how you helped at least one? Only one, a single brother. Here you see that he is taking all the human beings as brothers. Okay, it is the brotherhood of the human beings that he is talking about. So it can be anybody, a single brother. You might have passed many, at least have you helped a single brother of you? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Is there anybody? He is very happy because of something that you did or you said. Then the same man whose hopes were fading now, with courage look ahead. Or if there is somebody who was having his hope fading, he was not having any hope, and now you see that he is with courage, he is looking ahead. Why? Because you have talked to him, and because of that he is very happy and he is thinking that now he can look ahead, he can face the tomorrow. Is there anybody like that? When tonight, when you are going to sleep, can you think that there is somebody who is happy because of the deed that I have done? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontentment? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? Again, he is coming to the same thing. The fourth stanza again starts with a thought. that any day spent without improving the lives of others, at least some extent, is wasted. It is lost. You might have done something for your own good. You might have achieved something, but your day is spent without improving the lives of others. If you haven't improved the life of others, then we can say that in some extent your day is wasted. It is lost. Or we can say that it is badly spent. What's the point? So, if you think that if you might have achieved a lot of things, you might have learned a lot of things, you might have done for yourself a lot of things, but if you haven't done anything to improve the life of others, then we can say that your day is wasted. It is lost. It was badly spent. If it was well spent, there will be a trail of kindness. You see, there will be a trail of kindness. That is what he is telling. There will be a trail of kindness. What is trail of kindness? You see that every action is having an opposite reaction. If you are doing something, opposite it will come back. If you are doing something kind, then it will come back to you. Or if you are not doing anything, it is a scar of discontent, then the same thing will come back to you. Always you keep that in your mind. It is what you do that is coming back to us. It is not that something others will be giving you something. No. What we are doing today, that will be reflected in your tomorrow. That is what he is telling. There will be a trail of kindness. That if you are doing or if you are thinking that your day was well spent, then there will be a trail of kindness. So that trail of kindness, a marking of one's good path, that will be there. So it is in your hands. What you are giving out? Are you giving out light? Then tomorrow that light will come back to you. Or it is darkness. You are imparting discontentment, then the same thing will come back to you. So see that what you are giving out, that will come back to you. If it was not well spent, there will be a scar of discontent. That is it. A scar of discontent will be there. So as you close your eyes in slumber, slumber means in sleep, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? So when you are going to sleep, when you are sleeping, when you are closing your eyes at the end of the day, what you want to hear from the God, or what you want, your conscience is telling you that you earn one more day. It is not that the tomorrow won't be there, tomorrow will be there, but how you want your tomorrow? That is the important question. How you want it? You want a good tomorrow for you that you can cherish. You want kindness again coming back to you. If you want that, then your tomorrow, your today should be spent like that. Got the point? So what you want to give, what you are going to get, that is upon you only. Don't think that today I am spending my life like this. I am not doing any kindness. I am not speaking to others with a happiness, or if I am not trying to help them, tomorrow is not assured. Tomorrow, any kind of tomorrow you may get, but if you want a better tomorrow, then you have to do some deeds of kindness. Why? Because always you see that it is a trail, isn't it? That is what the poet is using, trail of kindness. A trail of kindness, a marking of one's good path, that will be there. So this trail of kindness, anybody can mark this kindness. So tomorrow you will get it back. So for that reason, you should be acting proactively. You have to work for it, and then only we can earn a better tomorrow. You understood the poem? You got the poem? I think you understood.
Yes, miss.
Again, any doubt in any of the stanzas?
No.
So again, I will read it. If any of the stanzas, if you are having doubt, if I have to explain, I will tell. Okay, you can notify. Is anybody happier because you passed this way? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? This day is almost over, and its toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? Or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Were you selfish, pure, and simple as you rushed along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Can you say tonight, in parting with the days that is slipping fast, that you helped a single brother of the many that you passed? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage looking ahead? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? Have you earned one more day? That is, poet is asking you, have you earned one more day because of the things that you have done today? So the answer will give you, isn't it? Whatever you the answer, that will be, that you can easily give, can think of what we have done for today. Okay, now I think you understood the poem. Yes, no doubt there. We will discuss all the figure of speech and all in the next class. Before going to that, I want you to see a small video. Okay, a small video from the YouTube. I will show you that first.